Hello and welcome. We have made it. It is Fright Fest tonight. It is officially the first night of Fright Fest, and I got here a little bit early so we can actually check everything out before the festivities begin. Now, unofficially, Fright Fest did start with preview night, which I mentioned on the last video I was going to go to, but then I found out no, none of the shows were open. It was only some of the mazes, and you had to pay $10 even if you had a pass to get in. So we skipped that. So we're here instead tonight. I'm going to go bring you the best of the best. We're not going to review the mazes tonight because they're still not all open, but everything else I'm going to show off. So let's get spooky and let's go. We are in the park officially. It is interesting because once again, our fountain, which I'll show, is not red, it's not bloody, it's still the orange soda fountain. Orange soda fountain is over here, but I do love that we have our cemetery with our skeletons. There is so much going on. I hear the Oktoberfest music in the background because that's happening. Before Fright Fest starts, it's Kids Boo Fest. So I wanted to come earlier to check that out, but everything show-wise was so early. So we're gonna do that another time. However, same thing as last time before we start for Fright Fest. I'm gonna take a walk around the park, see what decorations are up now that it is officially starting. And then we have our parade. We have the Awakening tonight, Dead Man's Party, Unleashed to look forward to. So there's gonna be a lot happening. Like it's a trend, an unintentional trend, but it makes me very happy that this is now the second time I've come here and the second time that I've heard Disney music right off the bat. September is not a Disney song, but it is because of Guardians and Epcot. So therefore, thank you. Thank you for helping me feel like I'm in Epcot when I'm not. And then we have spooky stuff now, so I'm probably gonna circle back around to Oktoberfest again before Fright Fest officially begins. But until then, we caught that show, we caught the tail end of that, and now we're gonna check out the decorations. Our first stop was to head over to Bugs Bunny National Park, where the Kids Boo Fest is being held this year. So it seems really cute this year because they put all the kids' activities in this space. They've used this before for Halloween in the Park to use all of the lights. They had like a little safari. It was really pretty with animals, so really cute. I like this. I like that everything is in this little safe space for them. There was a lot of people today, so I'm not gonna show that, but from what I saw passing by, they had some characters out. So Bugs Bunny is dressed as a vampire, and I want a picture with him so badly, but I'm the only person here. So I'm not doing that today. When I have friends with me, I'm gonna lure them to get a picture so we can go together. But a lot of kids are meeting with Bugs Bunny people, and then there was a scarecrow that was dressed up that kids were meeting with. So I really like this. This is adorable for them. There are 2 shows that happen here. So one's called Witch's Brew, which I think is like a story time. I think it's similar to story time with Mrs. Claus that they do here at Christmas as well, Holiday in the Park wise. I want to come back for that, but the show times are 12 and 3 o'clock. And what's currently happening right now is bingo. They're having bingo for kids. So that's something that I'm not participating in, but the story time would be cute to see. They also had this little crazy corn maze for the kids to walk through. And after checking this out, we jumped over to the Frontierland to see what was going on there. This is a scare zone. They have props. They have things out here. But the sign's not changed, so it's still Frontier, and then you see scare zone stuff. What I learned later on was that this was not a scare zone this year, but we do still have a lot of the props featured from the years past. I still didn't know that, so I'll be talking about why isn't there anything here as we continue on this video. In the past, this is always the area that is the weakest. They really don't have anything down here when it comes to Fright Fest activities. It is a scare zone, but it's so empty. It'll be interesting to see how it is. I like the props. I like what's out here already. But again, there's like normally like 4 scare actors out here at all times. And it's interesting because I remember years ago, they would have a show down here. I don't know if I have footage of that. I have to look back and see if I find footage of that. All I have to say is that I am insanely grateful the internet exists, because I looked back and I did not have any footage from the show. I have been filming Fright Fest stuff since 2016 regularly, and I do have footage from Dead Man's Party back in 2012. However, I'm so happy I'm not crazy. There really is a show that used to be in the Western Pavilion that I remember watching called Bad Bob the Bone Butcher, and I'm so happy that other people have uploaded clips of it from YouTube, because without it, I would be driving myself insane. Finding this again brought back so many forgotten memories I forgot. Unleashed and Dead Man's Party are fantastic shows, but they're similar to each other. They're both variety dance shows. I miss the comedy shows that we would have at Fright Fest. I'm so grateful for the internet, because I was able to uncover this due to the Wikipedia article I found. Otherwise, it really isn't mentioned anywhere. I want to go further into this in a separate video, but it was wonderful to be able to go back and uncover history that was long forgotten. There's so many different shows and entertainment that they had throughout the 30 years that they've been doing this, and a lot of it was insanely amazing, and I miss it. But again, that's a whole separate video. Let's continue onwards. Another thing that you can see in here behind me is that the safari vehicles are back up for the off-road adventure. Apparently it's for Kids Boo Fest as well, and you can see that they're still loading up a truck. On the timesheet it said it ended at 4 o'clock. It is almost 5, honestly, at this point. So I wonder if they're gonna extend it as the days go on. I definitely want to come back and do this. I'm really curious. It's called The Hunt for Boo, and I think they take people up the street. They'll drive up, and it's so hard to see if I zoom in maybe. You can see decorations, you can see balloons, so it's nicely decorated. And there we go, we have a safari truck. They're probably like, what is going on? Why am I standing out here while they're filming? We're gonna definitely come back and experience it and show it off. Well, this is very interesting. This is definitely taken from the same idea and concept of Horror Nights. I also like that they're doing it when we have 8 mazes, and 2 of them are not open yet. The Conjuring is not opening tonight, and Saw is not opening tonight, the 2 IP mazes. But I mean, I give Six Flags credit, they're stepping their game up. I'm very excited to see how things are gonna be tonight. Since there's some time before all the shows do start, I ended up going back into the store that I was so impressed by, and I got my Dracula shirt. I'm so excited. But here's a fun thing too. As a September member appreciation thingy, you could get a drink cover holder for free. I have an older one that I purchased a couple years ago to hold my drink holder, whatever you want to call it, but free things are great, so I can switch off and put the new one on. Okay, this is really cute. I have no idea how much they actually are, but yay. So unfortunately, again, I don't believe they have any paper maps, which is sad because I love collecting them. I always love putting them in my scrapbooks for memories. And it's also nicer to see everything in front of you. I know environmentally wise, it's better for digital. So there's a pro there, but personally for me, it's a con because I don't have that from my memories. However, the map is on the phone, so I will show more as a screen capture. All of the performances are listed on the phone, so you can see everything, what times they are, which is really great. They also do have these around the park, but of course it's easier to see it as you're walking on your phone. And as you scroll down, we have our interactive map. The nice thing is you can see, you can zoom in to everything. You do have a lot more indications of the keys, which is really nice. I don't know too much about the interactive bubble wands, but that's a new thing this year. And when it comes to our mazes and our scare zones, you have them all laid out. I'll talk about them more later on when we do review them. But over here is where you're going to have Saw and The Conjuring, Bloodshed, The Manor, Big Top Terror, and Fears, all returning. And then on the other side of the park, you're going to have Aftermath and Reflection of the Dead. And I also really love that they give you the parade route. That's brand new on this map. Just taking a quick glance, I did not realize that not only is The Conjuring supposed to be a house coming soon, it's also a scare zone. So that's very intriguing. We have The Conjuring, we have that pirate one, Clown Town's coming back, the Bloody Fountain, and Demon District for scare zones. And then our haunted mazes are The Conjuring, Reflection of the Dead, Fears, The Manor, and Big Top Terror. And then, so those are the ones that are indoors. And then these are the ones outdoors, Saw, Bloodshed, and Aftermath. So knowing that The Conjuring is now an indoors maze, even though it isn't open yet, is apparently by Superman. And there's like a scare zone by that as well. That's very interesting. I'm actually not really looking forward to that one because I do not like dolls. So therefore, I have not seen The Conjuring. I know that's not the only thing. I know the nuns from The Conjuring as well. But I'm not a fan of Annabelle. No. So that's one I've always been avoiding. But it'll be interesting to see if the scare zone's out tonight. Otherwise, a lot of the houses are open that are indoors. I walked by and Big Top Terror is already open after 4 o'clock. The Manor, Fears, not my favorite. I always avoid that one. We did go through it one time and it's just, you know, different things. So it's very chaotic, which is supposed to be, but it's not very seamless, and therefore I don't really do that one. The Manor I've done a lot. It's cute. It's been very empty with people. That's the thing with a lot of the mazes, that they're really empty when it comes to scare actors in them. But I like the music of it because it's very like old-fashioned vintage. So every time I've gone in there, they've been playing swing music in like 1940s, very like Tower Terror-esque. So we're here for that. My favorite indoor mazes are Big Top Terror. Oh, it's, yeah, 3D, right? I never use the 3D maze glasses. I have made my way over to where Clown Town is in Movie Town, and I'm very happy to say Trader Sam's cousin is back with his shrunken head.
A few moments later.
It's time. The music has changed. We don't have our Halloween spooky music anymore. We now have this spooky dooky soundtrack music. And we're waiting for the parade. they did with it. Very small stuff, but the fact that they put everyone on the tractor for bloodshed and different things like that. Don't know what that frog was for. If it was a frog, I'm very intrigued where that belongs. But it is now time to get ready for the awakening.
James transformed. Some called it witchcraft and descent into darkness. Powerful. He would now be known as Dr. Fright. Something stirring, waking. Can you feel it? Let the incantation to raise the dead sound on in Norway. If the bloody labors beyond us, the Christmas the Angelus Valor, and Inferno, and Radialis. Mutants, monsters, and zombies, be free. Let the terror of Fright Fest begin!
Not the best spot, but that's what happens when it's crowded. Let's see how this is this year.
For some, their souls are trapped, not among the living, and not resting with the dead. Who are they, and why are they here? These are their grave stories. Let's begin.
Good. You're all here. And just in time. You've all been invited to Dr. Fright's annual Dead Man's Party. I throw this little bash every Halloween to celebrate with all my zombie friends. Everybody's coming, leave your body at the door. Leave your body and soul at the door. Don't run away, it's only me. Don't be afraid of what you can't see. Show me your teeth, show me your teeth.
She was found in a blood-soaked gown, and the mystery of homecoming 1996 still lingers to this day. Please welcome Rebecca.
Hello?
Remember me?
Who's there?
Got your number.
Oh no! No!
I'm back to haunt you.
No, stay away!
My name is Serena. What's yours? I put a spell on you.
at Dead Man's Party. So it was better than last year. I'm still not the biggest fan of the change where they're like, hey, let's introduce all these characters in these like rhymes with the grave stories, but it is better than it was last year. The songs worked better. There were some new songs, there were some old songs, and I was happy with the choices that they made. The costumes still aren't my favorite because, again, it's supposed to be older, and yet you have literally a guy dressed up like a nerd, like from the 80s, quantum physics and whatnot. So, but it was good. They're amazing dancers always, and I love that they did Hocus Pocus. I was so happy that Ghostface is back because clearly I love Ghostface, so it was always wonderful to see that, and it's something enjoyable that I also will come back to. And then on top of that, The Awakening, even though it's short, I'm so interested to see them change the backstory and the lore, because before the idea and the character of James Reed was its own thing, and now they changed him to Dr. Fright. So I approve of that. It's actually nicer to put the lore together and make it more concisive, but both shows were phenomenal. I enjoyed them with like no expectations, and yeah. That's so fun. They're live streaming Unleashed and Dead Man's Party tonight. So the Unleashed that I'm at currently is going to be live streamed while I'm watching it. And then later Dead Man's Party. same concept where it's a bunch of different acrobatics. It's always a variety show, but they always make it fresh, even though it's the same thing, and that's what makes it so great. So you can tell it's very crowded, even though I'm trying to be in a corner here. There's so many people walking by. You can see everyone's getting out of the show. But yeah, it was great. I always love it. I mean, they're so talented. All these acrobatics, I'm just like, every time I'm just like smiling watching them in just like awe because of what they can do. And it's so unique. So definitely something that I'm looking forward to coming back and seeing this season. We have completed the main shows. There is still that Blade Drummer show going on and the Freak show. They're like minor things. I don't know if we'll get to those tonight. That might be something to come back to, but we'll see at what time, how like their time schedules are when they are here. But otherwise, it is time to go see some zombies and some ghouls in the scare zones. Let's go see some clowns.
Hi, red guy. Hi, red guy.
Hello. I am the worst person for scare actors because I just crack up. I love it. I gotta say, I love the lighting effects on the props. This looks really cool. And the nice thing is, now that the sun is going down and it's dark, it's not as orange soda anymore, and it does look a little bit more bloody. So good. I have to crack up at the position between spooky, bloody-ish orange soda fountain and the other scare zones, because this is the main one. You can hear some ghouls with shovels all around. And then you go and directly across is Oktoberfest. You have Oktoberfest is right in front of us with all the spookiness going around. But not only that, as we walk through Oktoberfest, which you have really pretty German-esque vibes, Epcot vibes, because this really does remind me of like a mini Epcot Germany, even though it's nothing the same, but you have like polka music. And as we keep walking, which I still want to keep, I want to come back to the food. I'm going to do that. We have plenty of time. It is still only September, and corrected, this is around for all of October. So we have Oktoberfest, and then when we get out of Oktoberfest, it turns into Demon District. So as soon as you exit Germany, you go to hell. I don't know if he's gonna move again, but we have our famous gorilla looking demon sculpture thing. There seems to be more scare actors in Demon District this year, and they look so pretty. Like, they're so gorgeous. I love it. And I believe as we are walking out of the Demon District, it'll lead us over to the Lady of the Lake area, if it's still here. I think it is. Oh wait, I'm wrong. It's a pirate zone now. This is where the pirates are. I'm actually really excited as I'm looking ahead. This is what we see. We have our pirate flag. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I know we're not gonna find Captain Jack Sparrow here, but maybe David Jones. So cute. I love this. It's short to walk through, but a lot of fun. I like them. They're adorable. I'm gonna have fun with them when I walk through all the time. Oh yeah, I kept forgetting to talk about the most important creature that was part of the parade, and I have no idea what it's for and where it belongs, and I'm on a hunt for it. I don't know if it's in the maze or if it's in the scare zone, but that frog mascot? What was that thing? I don't know if it's The Conjuring related. I don't know what it possibly could be with, or the clowns. We're gonna find out eventually. But that cracked me up so much. Now it's night and it's the kid zone, so there's not really kids. Can we walk through it? Let's see. It's a little walk through. It's nice because like you know that it's not scary, even though you feel like it is, because you don't know what's behind and it's a little dark. There we go. Oh wait, that's cute. They probably have those blown up during the daytime. It's cute. It's a little bit weird at night because of course you know you have the little dark areas, and because I'm so used to the corn mazes in the actual haunted trails, I'm just like, something gonna pop out, but it's a kid zone, so it's not. And we have another hay bale thing that I can walk through. I'm happy I can show this off because of course I'm not going to while there's kids. But now that it's like dark and there's not really kids, I can show you what it's like. It's cute. You know, it's just a little like walk through area, and they have some blow ups. So you have this little pumpkin here. Can you get to it, or is it just like hidden? I think it's just hidden, but no, there's a spot there. How do I get over there? No, I think it's like just like on the outside because there's still hay barrels protecting it. I want a picture with it. Yeah, I just climbed over the hay barrel. There's no one here. It's cute. I like him. So now that we ran through a little bit more of the kids stuff, I got my picture with my pumpkin. Sneaky, but you know, we're good. We're gonna go walk through the frontier area again, see if there's any scare zone actors here. So far it looks empty, but maybe there'll be one or two, who knows?
A few inches later.
Yeah, big surprise. I literally walked through the whole area over to Safari and there is nothing here. They have the props up, which is great. And of course this is where Medusa is now. Well, it used to be Bizarro, used to be Medusa. Lots of name changes. And Mine Train, which is always such a fun ride. But why is there nothing here? I really miss when they use this part of the park. Like I said, we used to have fun shows here. They used to be much more active, and I'm really happy with the changes they're doing. Just the little minor additions that I've seen so far between walking through the props here and just like even when you walk through Unleash, they decorated it nicer. They have nicer signs up. So you can see that there are definitely improvements, but why is this empty? It's literally just a couple of like props and that's it. There's no scare actors. This is underused. There's nothing here. So after that disappointment of walking through the frontier area, no wonder why they don't have any signs up for a zone. But why have the props around? Leave it empty if that's the case, or at least like make it more just like westerny instead of putting those, you know, the danger and the zombie things that they had before. We are making our way through the boardwalk, which used to have clowns. It does not anymore, but this is where, what? Okay, what was that? It never fails that there's always a photo bomber that pops up. This is where they're apparently doing The Conjuring. There's a scare zone. I don't know if it is up because the maze is apparently not up, but we're gonna find out. This is also where the freak show performance is. So it's very dark over here. The next one is at 8:30, it's 8 o'clock, so we'll probably be out of this area by then. Personally, I'm really not a fan of grotesque humor or any spectacle. I'm a very squeamish person, so I always try to avoid it. That's also why I really don't watch it, because it's a lot of being like, hey, we're gonna swallow the sword and do weird things to the body. So that's not really my type of entertainment. I will say though that a couple of years ago, it was only here for 1 year, but they had this whole clown performance here. I will put a clip into here because I loved it so much. It was so fun. There were like 3 clowns doing a lot of fun, twisted things. They had a little bit of freak show entities to it, but it was amazing. And I was forever in love with it, and I only were here for a year and then never again. Can we bring that back?
We are about to embark upon what we like to call here at the Donegal Brothers World of Mirth. Just sit down, Shut up and laugh show.
Oh my god. Okay, so these people are from The Conjuring. Good to know. That's where all the asylum people are that we saw in the parade before. So we have something. Hello. Okay, so we have something, I guess, I know it's like religious themes with the nun. We saw a nun priest there. I don't watch the movies, I've never seen them, so I don't really know the story outside the fact that it has a nun, and that should not be named. But, so it's interesting with this area here. There's some people walking around, no frog mascot. But this is where the maze is gonna be. And honestly, I am terrified that's indoors because indoor mazes are always more scarier than outdoor mazes. So I was gonna be outdoors, but The Conjuring's here. I'm not about to get oh, he's cute! I think with that
covers the beginning of everything for the season. We got to check out all the scare zones and the shows, minus the Blade Drummers and Freak Show. We'll come back for that. But otherwise, the next thing to review are the mazes, which we'll do next visit, just because not everything is open yet, so it's nicer to be able to group them all together. It's just so interesting because walking around tonight brought back a lot of nostalgia. I've been coming here to Fright Fest specifically for over a decade at this point. It's the 30th anniversary. I love the atmosphere. I love what they have to offer. Like I've mentioned so many times before, this is the reason I have a pass for Six Flags. This is literally my atmosphere, my aesthetic. It's my happy place outside of Disney. So it's awesome to be able to hang out in here again. I'm looking forward to the season. It'll be fun to walk through all the mazes and just be able to hang out and have a fun time with everyone. And there are so many memories here, which are fantastic. So I know I spent a lot of time here, but until then, I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll have some spooky time later on. Oh, and we are gonna find out what that mascot belongs to and what maze it's in, because that is going to haunt me for this whole season until I find it. All right, now I'm saying bye. Peace.